dam that have over 1,000 acres on
Oh, wow.
86-mile marker.
All right, go ahead and call this meeting to order. First item is roll call.
Alderman Bray,
Here.
Alderman Knox,
Here.
Alderman Lindbergh,
Here.
Alderman Myers,
Here.
Alderman Skinner,
Here.
Alderman Soul.
Here.
There is a quorum.
All right, next item on the agenda will be invocation led by Mike Cassidy from Faith United Methodist Church, followed by Pledge of Allegiance, Alderman Bray.
Let's pray. Loving God, we thank you for the beautiful day today. Thank you for all the people in this room who come together to do your work in this community. I thank you for the service of those who are moving on to new things, and I thank you for those who are stepping into leadership, Lord. May this be a good time in our community. May this be a good time in our nation. May this be a good time in all of our lives, Lord. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, next item is the approval of the agenda.
No changes, Mayor.
All right, next up we have public comment. We ask the citizens come forward to the podium and microphone. Give your name and address for the record, and please make sure you've signed in for the minutes. Do I have anyone who wishes to address the board this evening? Seeing none, move on to the consent agenda.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve the consent agenda.
Got a motion by Alderman Skinner to
Second.
approve the consent agenda. Do I have a second?
Second. Calm down, Bray.
Any discussion? All right, seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Seeing no previous business or presentations, move on to resolutions. First resolution is R26-22. It's a resolution acknowledging the certified results of the general election held in the city of Grand Valley, Missouri on April 7th, 2026.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve resolution R26-22.
Got a motion from Alderman Lindbergh Gardner to approve resolution R26-22. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. All right, in the ordinances, move on to proclamations. We have a recognition of service as mayor for Mike Todd.
Let's probably go to the side thing.
Okay. Whereas Mayor Michael Todd has dedicated over 22 years of service to the city of Grand Valley, demonstrating leadership, civic pride, and a commitment to the community. And whereas Mayor Michael Todd has played a vital role in enriching community life through his work with the Grand Valley Fair Board, supporting events such as the Grand Valley Fair, First Fridays, and the Grand Valley Parade. And whereas Mayor Michael Todd's leadership and involvement extend across numerous organizations, including the Grand Valley Historical Society and the Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. And whereas his support of the I-70 interchange development has helped advance infrastructure and opportunities within the region. And whereas Mayor Michael Todd has participated in and achieved victory in the Super Bowl, exemplifying his community spirit and engagement. And now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the City of Grand Valley Board of Aldermen and Mayor Pro Tem Ryan Skinner are proud to honor Mayor Michael Todd for his 22 years of dedicated service, leadership, and commitment to the community, and extend gratitude for his lasting contributions. In testimony whereof, and I have hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the city to be affixed on the 27th day of April 2026 in the city of Grand Valley, Missouri. And with that said, we'll first off give you and then I don't know if you know about this, but the city did an awesome job, and the board wanted to present you a key to the city of Grand Valley for your years of dedicated service.
That's an open meeting.
Yeah, absolutely. First house.
Oh, gonna be locked. Okay, now we're going to see how this goes. So, before I turn it over, if I can make it through it, a couple things I want to say. First things first, though. Well, first things is staff always knows this. I don't ever prepare speeches. I always just do bullet points. So the fact that I actually have a speech written out is kind of different. Because, stop, Teresa, stop it. First things first, though. There's been a couple of issues that have dug at me for years. You know, we sit up here and try to fix the problems. Not all the issues we can fix, or we can't fix them quick enough. I'm talking Duncan Road, Buckner Tars intersection. I'm talking Jefferson improvements, and I'm talking the train blocking the roads. Yes, I went there. But as my last act as mayor, though, I'm finally going to address one of the issues that have plagued the residents of this great city for just too long. It's not a solution, but an embracement. With that being said, whereas the city of Grand Valley takes pride in a strong, hardworking community and its ability to grow and thrive in all conditions, and whereas the dandelion is one of the most persistent and recognizable plants in our city, showing up year after year, whether invited or not, and whereas, despite every effort to remove it, the dandelion continues to return with unwavering determination, making it a symbol of resilience, endurance, and just a bit of stubbornness. Whereas a dandelion supports pollinators and a splash of color across our lawns and fields, and has quietly established itself as one of the most successful unofficial plants in Grand Valley. Whereas, much like the residents of Grand Valley, the dandelion does not give up easily, adapts to its environment, and finds a way to stand out wherever it takes root. Now, therefore, as a lighthearted gesture, I recognize the dandelion as the honorary and entire unofficial flower of Grand Valley. It is its recognition or its resilience, persistence, and undeniable presence throughout our community. In witness, therefore, I hereby set my hand to the fix this 27th day of April, 2026, the city of Grand Valley, making the dandelion the unofficial flower of the city of Grand Valley.
About time.
All right. Now, everyone's got the beer here for a few minutes as I try to get through the rest of this with a dry eye. For those of you who don't know, I do have cataracts. I'll be having surgery on here the next month. So if you see my eyes getting a little watery, it's due to the light coming through and the cataracts. So
Likely.
First, I want to thank my family for all their support through my time serving in Grand Valley. I've actually been an elected official longer than I've been married to my wife. And I was first elected mayor when my daughter was just 6 months old. My family has called Grand Valley home for 5 generations, and serving this community for more than 20 years has been one of the greatest honors of my life. I still remember walking in this building on the night of my very first Board of Aldermen meeting ever held here. First time I ever attended a meeting. I sat right back there in the corner as a 25-year-old with simple commitment to give back to my community I care deeply about. In the years since, I have honored Citizens of the Year to meeting with an upset citizen that the government had just put on the terrorist watch list. It really did happen. I flipped the switch in the mayor's Christmas tree for my daughter, and I talked with city staff in March of 2020 on the phone while in Las Vegas, as the Las Vegas Strip shut down, is what we were going to do, what Grand Valley had in store due to the pandemic, the likes of what we didn't have a plan book for. Through all of that, the commitment grew into a journey filled with meaningful relationships, shared accomplishments, and a genuine appreciation for the people who make this city such a special place to call home. If you look at my phone log, you'll see that 95% of the calls and texts from people I've met and become friends with along the way. As I step away from this position and begin a new chapter in public service, I want to express my sincere gratitude for everything we've achieved. Every improvement, every project, every step forward has been a result of people working together with a shared vision for Grand Valley's future. Over the past 2 decades, our city has experienced tremendous growth and transformation. We've invested in infrastructure, expanded public services, revitalized our downtown, and strengthened partnerships across the community. None of this would have been possible without the dedication of our city staff, our elected officials, and community leaders, and the residents who show up, speak up, and care deeply about where we're headed. And as proud as I am of what we've accomplished, I'm just as excited about what's ahead. New infrastructure projects to meet the needs of our growing population, major improvements in the downtown corridor, continued expansion of our trail system, a possible new interchange at Love Holtz Road, and ongoing economic development. These aren't just projects, they're investments in the quality of life our residents deserve. The momentum we've built together will carry forward for years to come. Thank you for trusting in me to serve you. It's been a privilege. While my role is changing, my belief in Grand Valley's future has never been stronger. The community is built on resilience, connection, and a shared sense of possibility. I leave you in very good hands with an outstanding city staff, an excellent board of aldermen, and a new mayor who loves this community and is ready to lead it going forward. This isn't goodbye, it's simply the start of a new chapter. I look forward to continuing the conversation about the issues facing Eastern Jackson County and highlighting the many things our region has to offer. Thank you. Next on the agenda, swear in.
Yes, I think we'll do the mayor first, and then I'll have the three of you guys come back, and we'll do the three together.
And we step in the front.
I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of mayor. I support the constitutions of the United States and the state of Missouri, the provisions of the state statutes affecting fourth-class cities, and the ordinances of the city of Green Valley, Missouri. And I shall faithfully conduct myself in office and respect the confidences and information which come into my possession. So help me God.
The sucker's crazy.
Got it.
Yeah, they come in from Cypress.
They know about this.
Got it.
No rush.
And then the other three.
Oh yeah, duh. I'm just jumping the gun here.
Mr. Skinner.
Sit down and start.
Great, we find you on.
Alright, have you three go right here. Alright.
Congratulations.
Okay, guys, you repeat after me. When I say state your name, you say your name. When I say, that Alderman of, you say board one, two. Okay? All right. So I, and state your name.
I,
solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I possess the qualifications
that I possess the qualifications
prescribed by law
prescribed by law
for the office of
for the office of Alderman Ward 3.
I support the constitutions of the United States
I support the constitutions of the United States
and the state of Missouri,
and the state of Missouri,
the provisions of state statutes
the provisions of state statutes
affecting fourth-class cities
affecting fourth-class cities
and the ordinances of the city of Green Valley, Missouri,
and the ordinances of Green Valley, Missouri.
and I shall faithfully conduct myself in office
And I shall faithfully conduct myself in office
and respect the confidences
and respect the confidences
and information
and information
which come into my possession,
which come into my possession.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Does anyone want photos of the family tonight? Memories, okay? One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two. Okay, got it? Anybody else? Okay. Rick's already sitting. He said no.
Nope.
That was Skinner. That was Skinner. He said it was you.
It was Skinner. You missed it.
100%.
Oh, with Skinner?
I say Missouri.
Missouri.
You guys nailed it.
Yes, we are.
The next item on the agenda is new business. There are 2 fireworks permits for the Grain Valley Band Parents Association and the Grain Valley Economic Development Corporation.
Okay, so the first one for the Grain Valley Band Parents Association, this is one they do every year. There's nothing different on the application. They are wanting to do it in the same location, which is in Price Chopper's parking lot as in previous years. We are requesting a motion to approve this fireworks application for a permit to sell fireworks in that location again this year. Pending receipt, we have 1 outstanding item from them. So as long as we have it by June 27th, the application is in good order.
You just need a motion.
Motion to approve, yes.
So moved.
I second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
Okay. This next one is for the Grain Valley Economic Development Corporation. This is also one that comes in every year. They are planning to sell fireworks in the same location as in the past. This is the corner lot in front of Valley Social, in front of El Maguey, right there on that corner. This one, we are also requesting a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor, or any discussion? Nope. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. The next item on the agenda is a liquor license application for Captain's Pub, Grain Valley LLC.
Captain's Pub is selling, the owner is selling to a new person. She applied for her liquor license. Mr. Dickey is still on board currently until this is completely taken care of. They are not planning to change anything at this time. Same hours, same location, same everything, just a new owner. There's no vote or anything tonight, but if you guys had any questions, I do not think anyone is here from there. Okay, but if you have questions, I can certainly pass along if you guys have any for them.
So it's going to continue to operate as captains.
Yep.
The next item on the agenda is a presentation by Corey, is it Unrein? From the Grain Valley Chamber of Commerce.
And Corey, we do have to apologize that the mics do not seem to be working today at all. So it's just you, just your voice.
You got wet.
No, I don't know. They like reset or something.
Thank you for the opportunity to
present our annual reports. So I have a few numbers to share with you and just some information on our various programs that we've been working on over the past year. So over the past year, we have added 33 new chamber members. That's a 15% increase in memberships since last April. Just last month, we honored 15 local businesses and individuals at the Port of Great Valley Awards. We held 11 ribbon cuttings in 2025 to welcome new businesses to Great Valley and hosted 20 educational and networking opportunities for members. Member marketing is one of our main goals as a chamber, and to that end, we provide a variety of opportunities for members to market themselves to the community. One of which we started this year is the Shop the Valley Express holiday shopping campaign. It was a passport in which 18 businesses participated. Individuals could go around the shop and get the passport and enter it for a grand prize. It's the first year for that campaign. We intend for that to continue. In addition, we launched a new website, member directory, and event management service in March 2026, and provided over 100 referrals to member businesses, phone, email, and in-person inquiries. In terms of member advocacy, we're an active member of the Missouri Chamber Federation. That enables us to share legislative priorities and updates with our membership. We co-host the Eastern Jackson County Day of the Capitol every February, and we're also able to offer member resources such as the Missouri Chamber Benefit Plan, which enables small businesses to access health insurance. In terms of member and business community resources, we provide support to business owners in all phases of development, regardless of whether or not they are members of the chamber. This takes shape in marketing support, connections with city, county, and state contacts, and assistance and referrals for site selection, expansion, connections, those kinds of things. A recent example that I can point to as far as member and business resources, we had the established business, New Green Valley, wanted to get some advice on how to market their business in our community. So we met and had a conversation, found out that they did not have a website, despite the fact that they spent $5,000 to a vendor who left with their money and no website. So we scheduled another appointment, and in about half an hour, we put together a free website for him so that he had just basic information for individuals to be able to reach out to him. So he may or may not become a member of the chamber, but that's what we're here for, is to make sure that all businesses have access to the resources that they need to be successful. One of the efforts that the board has pointed to as a goal of ours is civic engagement and civic pride. To that end, last year we hosted 2 events in the fourth quarter of 2025. One was Receipt at the Table, which was an event to encourage folks to serve on local boards and commissions, provide information on running for office, that kind of thing. In addition, we also hosted David Burke, who is with the University of Missouri Extension, does a lot of work with neighborhoods and with the neighbor. He hosted an event with us on how to become an engaged neighbor. Also worked with and are working with city, school, and other community groups in Green Valley to come up with a coordinated plan for the upcoming 250th anniversary of the United States. And so we have a website, greenvalley250.org, that we have drafted. There's not a whole lot out there yet, but there is an event calendar where businesses and community groups can post information about events that they have coming up to celebrate the 250th. And more to come on that website as well. In addition, education is certainly a focus of ours, and we presented a $1,000 scholarship to a Green Valley High School senior who is entering the construction and engineering trades. And those funds are raised through our annual Kissick Classic Golf Tournament. We also host the Senior Yard Sign fundraiser and shared over $1,000 with the Green Valley Booster Club as a result of that fundraiser. And finally, in civic engagement, last year, Green Valley Chamber of Commerce was one of 4 chambers in Missouri selected to host a local competition at the National Civics Week, which is presented by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and the National Civic Trust. 3 finalists, including 2 from Green Valley North Middle School, advanced to the state competition held in summer 2025. In terms of administration and volunteer support, we welcome 5 new members to the board of directors this month. And our board of directors is focused monthly on strategic planning discussions with a more minimum membership, and as I reported to you last year, we set up a reserve fund for the organization, and we are continuing to build on that. Again, I want to thank the City of Green Valley for their support of the Chamber of Commerce, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have.
Does anyone have any questions on the board? No?
Thank you for your good work.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. The next item on the agenda is public hearings. The first public hearing is rezoning East Kansas City Industrial Park.
Yep, turned over to Mr. Martin for a brief overview of the public hearing item.
Yeah, this public hearing, on this subject is, request for rezoning East Kansas City Industrial Park. 16th plat, it's lot 43, total of 11.93 acres. It was originally platted in 2022, and the applicant has filed an application that would rezone approximately 8.92 acres of the 11.93 to be M1 light industrial, with approximately 3 acres remaining C2 general business district. This would allow flexibility in use and allow for additional lots to be added to the development. Public hearing was held in front of the Planning and Zoning Commission on March 11th, 2026, and the commission voted to pass the rezoning project. Notice was given to the examiner and also the property owners within 185 feet, and holding the public hearing tonight in front of the Board of Aldermen. Staff recommends approval.
The only other thing I would add too is this almost goes back to the original kind of development proposal that was there with some commercial along the front and then the light industrial in the back. It was originally mapped out for that. And then I'm drawing a blank on the Blue Compass, I believe it was, decided they wanted to expand their business. So it turned into one big lot that was back there and went to that, the commercial zoning. So this actually is kind of more back to what it originally was, I guess, planned or intended for. But it basically matches what you have in the East Kansas City Industrial Park with some commercial along Jefferson and then the light industrial buildings behind there. So it would be very similar to what we currently have.
Any questions from the Board of Aldermen? Nope. I'll open the floor to public comment. Is there anyone in the public that needs to speak on this? Okay. With no further discussion, I'll close the public hearing for rezoning East Kansas City Industrial Park. The next item on the agenda is the rezoning of the Seymour Road Industrial Park. I'll open the public hearing for the rezoning of the Seymour Road Industrial Park.
I'll turn it over to Mr. Martin again.
So again, for this public hearing, we had an application requesting rezoning on Seymour Road Industrial Park. It's approximately 10.25 acres on the east side of Seymour Road. It was originally annexed into the city in 1996 and has remained agricultural zoning since then. The applicant would like to develop this property, and this also was a part of the March 11th Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. They passed the rezoning project, and again, similar, we had a public notice given to the examiner and to the property owners of record within 185 feet for the public hearing we're holding tonight in front of the Board of Aldermen. The change in zoning would be to M1 on this particular property. And also, just as a side note, that there is some floodplain a part of this 10.2 acres, and that will all be part of the development process when we work through review plans for the rezone. Staff also recommends the approval of this evening as well.
Yeah, anything else? Any discussion from the board? No questions? I'll open the floor for public comment. Anyone in the audience for public comment on this topic? With no further discussion, I'll close the public hearing for rezoning East Kansas City Industrial Park. The next item on the agenda is resolutions. The first resolution is a resolution by the Board of Aldermen of the City of Green Valley authorizing the city administrator to execute an agreement with Jackson County, Missouri community-backed anti-crime tax combat.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve resolution number R 26-23.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion?
Mayor, members of the board, this would be a contract for 2026 and 27 with Jackson County Combat. So what we use these funds for is to kind of defray some of the costs for law enforcement-based initiatives. In the past, I mean, DARE has been what's the name that people would recognize, but that or similar anti-drug and anti-violence programs.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion passes 6-0. The next resolution is a resolution by the Board of Aldermen, or Resolution 26-24, a resolution by the Board of Aldermen of the City of Green Valley, Missouri, authorizing the city administrator to approve the Midwest Public Risk MPR 2026-2027 plan elections and rates for employee health, dental, and vision, life, and disability benefit coverage.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve resolution number R 26-24.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Mayor, members of the board, just as kind of a reminder of how this goes, so our benefit plan year for insurance runs July 1st to June, through June. So it's not the same calendar year that we budget. So we always know what the first 6 months of the year are going to be, and we kind of estimate on the second 6 months of it. But for this, we are only seeing a 3% increase in our health care. So over the last 5 years, that puts us down to a 1.8 average increase on the copay plan and 2% for the high deductible plan. So, I think that's kind of a testament to why we joined up with NPR and the bigger collective versus going out on our own and on a yearly basis putting out for insurance. So I'm sure as many of you know that go down that path for insurance, those are fairly low percentage increases. So so this would be for the 26 and first half of 27 year.
Okay. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Next item on the agenda is a resolution R 26-25, a resolution by the Board of Aldermen of the City of Green Valley, Missouri, authorizing the city administrator to enter into an agreement with Utility Service Company, Inc., to provide maintenance for the city-owned water tanks and tower.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve resolution number R 26-25.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Skinner. Any discussion?
Mayor, members of the board, this is a company that we've used for over 20 years at this point. But essentially what they do they're in charge of kind of the maintenance of our 2 ground storage tanks and our water tower, because it is something that we renew every year and kind of look on a long outlook with them. Not everything gets done every year, so there's a schedule for things, and it could range everywhere from visual inspection to full-on painting on the outside. It could be cleaning the inside of the storage tanks. But for this year, ground storage 1 is a washout, ground storage 2 is a visual inspection, and the tire road tower is a visual inspection. But it's something that's worked well for us. It also keeps us in line and makes sure that we pass any of the DNR inspections and regulations. So definitely part of the entire the clean drinking water system for Green Valley.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. The results are 6-0. The motion passes. The next item on the agenda is ordinances. The first ordinance for consideration is Bill B 26-04, an ordinance by the Board of Aldermen of the City of Green Valley, Missouri, amending Chapter 100, General Provisions, Article 3, Penalties and Fines, and Chapter 130, Municipal Court.
I move that we accept the first reading of Bill B 26-04, bring it back by title only at our next regular scheduled meeting.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Knox. Any discussion?
Mayor, members of the board, we underwent our municipal court audit recently, and what they came back with was a couple of items in the code that needed to be adjusted just to meet state statute or the Supreme Court for Missouri. In most of these cases, it's stuff we were already doing, but we want to make sure that what's actually in the code matches what we're doing. So that's what you have before you is those changes to those existing sections.
Any other discussion? No. If no further discussion, this will be a voice vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. The next ordinance for consideration is B 26-05. An ordinance changing the zoning on approximately 8.92 acres from District C2, Central Business District, to M1 Light Industrial District.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve Bill 26-05's first read, bring it back by title only at our next regular meeting.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Skinner. Any discussions?
Mayor, members of the board, this was the ordinance that coincides with the first public hearing that would make the lane to C2 and M1.
Any further discussions, questions?
Is this facing the outer road or is this facing? It's facing the outer road, right?
It's a combination, yeah. I mean, there would be some that was...
The retail though is going to be on the outer road side.
Correct. The C2 strip is along Jefferson and the M1 is behind it, or to the north.
Okay. If no further discussion, this will be a voice vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. The next ordinance for consideration is B 26-06, an ordinance changing the zoning on approximately 10.25 acres from District A Agricultural to District M1 Light Industrial.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we accept the first reading of bill number B 26-06 and bring it back for a second reading by title only at our next regular session.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Soul. Any discussions?
Mayor, members of the board, this would be the second public hearing. So this is along Seymour. It's basically directly north of where you see like Legacy Iron and the a long time ago used to be the driving range when I started, if that rings any bells there. But
Wow, that was a long time ago.
Any other questions, discussion? If no further discussion, there will be a voice vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Next item up on the agenda is the city attorney's report. Okay. Next item is the city administrator and staff reports.
I'll start with Mr. Martin.
Mayor and members of the board, this evening I just wanted to give an update on the Front Street project, the 2B capital improvement project that we approved, or you guys actually approved last January, and then the project kicked off last spring/summer timeframe. We're nearing completion on this project. We are very close, just a couple final items, some plantings in the rain garden and some pavement markings, and then we'll do a final walkthrough with the contractor. But we're really close to the completion of this project and wanted to share that this evening that they did finally get the road in place last week before the rain, or in between the rain, that was. All the sidewalk and curbing and everything else is completed. So just a few remaining items and we'll close out that project.
They're gonna put a center stripe down it?
There will be no center striping. The pavement markings will be in between Main Street and Grange Street. There'll be a stop bar
looks very nice. I talked to some of the residents, they're all thrilled with it, so.
Are those parking stalls just regular parking stalls, or are they ADA?
Yeah, it'll go back in the way it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure we're keeping that one there.
Yeah.
I know that was a big deal a while back.
Let's try not to bring that back up.
All right, we'll turn it over to Chief Turner.
Members of the board, I just wanted to make note that we're having our first community blood center drive tomorrow. We still have openings, so if anyone is interested in donating, we can do that. Police station and community room from 2 p.m. to 6, and all are welcome. We have a room that you walk in or make an appointment. It's posted online.
Okay. Just a couple things. One, just wanted to thank Mayor Todd for his all of his years. Obviously, he was here when I started as an intern and wasn't always the smoothest time, and we definitely had some ups and downs. But somebody that always, believed personally and took a chance on me. So, I do want to thank you for that, and I'm sure everybody is. My God, but yeah, definitely want to say thank you for that, and I know you're not going away. You'll be still be here. And then with that, obviously, welcome to Mayor Headley. It's kind of, it's new because you're in a different spot, but it's,
It feels
familiar
different.
face at
It
least.
feels way different.
Well, I just all the years, and it's just having a different person on the show. It was an odd feeling for a minute. I was trying to figure out where I was at, but no, you're gonna do great, and love working when you're on the board. So just welcome to you, and I know it's the same board, but it is another year of swearing in. So just looking, as Mike talked about in his speech there, we've got a lot of great things we've done, and definitely a lot of room to do some more. So just looking forward to working with you on all that. That is it for staff reports.
Next up on the Board of Aldermen, or the agenda is the Board of Aldermen reports and comments. We'll start with Alderman Soul.
Congratulations, sir. Glad you got the victory there. And then thank you, Mayor Todd, for your years of dedication. And that's all I got.
Alderman Lindbergh.
I want to echo the same as my colleagues. Thank you, Michael, for all your service that you keep to Green Valley. Nobody understands until you get in there and you get involved, and you've done it all. So thank you for all your service, and look forward to working with the three of you again this year. So now we have a campaign for next year.
Alderman Bray.
Also, thank you to Mike. I think you've been mayor the entire time I've lived in this town. At least.
Well, there was
pretty close to it.
a little
Window in there.
window.
Oh. I'm going to go a little bit further, and I'm not only going to say thank you to Mike, I'm going to say thank you to Tasha and Mike and Tasha's daughter as well, because I know they put the work in too. So thanks to the whole family. You guys have really committed to this town. We all appreciate what you've done. Congratulations, Bob. Good to see you sitting up here. I fought for you. So I'm glad you made it up here. In addition to that, just a couple things personally that I've been dealing with some of the residents north of I-70 there. I want to say thank you to the city attorney for getting back to me on my ideas around some of the out-of-state property management companies that we're dealing with. I'm going to try to move some of that forward, so if you guys could bear with me, you know how I get on some of these things, but I'm going to try to be nice about it and not cause a whole lot of trouble. So I'll be passing around some stuff later on as meetings move forward throughout the year. In addition to that, as we briefly discussed, me and Skinner earlier, Jackson County's up to their shenanigans again on telling us what we can and can't do. I'll have a resolution prepared this week for you guys to look at, just to kind of reinforce that county jurisdiction, city jurisdiction is two very different things, and they don't run our police department. We run it, and I would appreciate everybody's support in expressing that to Jackson County as I move this resolution forward.
Absolutely.
That's all I got.
Alderman Skinner.
Yeah, I just want to echo the comments made. Obviously, Mike, you've served on the board since I've been here, so appreciate your guidance and talk me off ledges every once in a while. So I appreciate that. And Bob, you've sat in a seat. So it's been big shoes to fill, and now you've moved into the big seat. So good luck. one question for Director Martin. When a developer moves on from a development, and what from the city streets perspective, what's the if the seats are not like in adequate condition when they move out, what are the steps that take place? Like, what's the time frame involved in the city going back out and addressing that? It's a common question I have. Obviously, living in the city or a neighborhood that has just finished up that process, and how does that work?
Yeah, so each development project comes typically with a 2-year maintenance bond associated with it, kind of like a 2-year warranty, and at that 2-year mark is when the city staff goes back out and re-inspects the infrastructure that was installed during that development.
And do like utilities moving in and out, say like Evergy, Spire, county water, that type of stuff, if they come into our city and do work, are they held to the same rules as like if like a AT&T fiber came in and messed up your? I know there's like the bonding and everything like that goes into it. Does that affect them as well if they're in their utility easement?
Utilities are a little bit unique. We don't always require different permits of utility companies, but if it's a subcontractor doing work, we'll require occupational licenses and permits. But we do still have some enforcement that we can go after that as needed. So I don't want to say every situation is different or unique, but
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Alderman Knox.
Like everybody else said, Mike, appreciate your years and your service. It's great working with you. Bob, when I came on, you took me under your wing and helped me a bunch sitting in that chair, so I look forward to working with you.
Alderman Myers.
Yeah, I also would like to salute Mayor Todd for his service to the community over all these years and congratulate Bob on becoming the new mayor. I look forward to working with you as well. I will say I was out on my bicycle the other night and I was riding around town and I went down Front Street, and the change in that on that part of the neighborhood is marked, and it's very impressive. And so good work to everybody who was involved in that. That was a job well done so far.
Front Street. Next up on the agenda is the mayor's report. I want to echo what just about everyone said here. Mike, I appreciate all the help over the years, all your years of service to the city. Tasha and Harper, same with you guys. I know you put up with a lot of extra stuff, dealing with everything that Mike had to deal with. So I do appreciate all that, and it's going to be big shoes to fill. I would also like to say thank you to staff for welcoming me and helping me through. Well, it's probably going to be a few meetings here to get my feet under me, and I look forward to working with everybody up here on the board. I think I know most of you, some in passing, but I look forward to getting to know everyone a little bit better. So, thanks a lot. So, for next meeting, would like to talk about the Board of Aldermen liaisons to the different committees, and would like you guys to consider who you'd want for Mayor Pro Tem. So we can talk about that next week or next meeting. Anything else that we should bring up?
No, I think just if they have a preference on any of the liaisons to the committees or boards, so they can let you know ahead of time, we can have that ready.
Just reach out to me and we can get that going. So I don't think we have a need for an executive session, but nope, Ken. Appreciate that. There's no further items. If there's no further items, we'll adjourn.
It was very strong.
Good one.